What's happening? Whew. What's up, Brandon? Seeing you posting. I don't know if those fish are coming from the right lake. What's up, Mr. Kaizon? Going on? Who else we got in here? I see we got about a good dozen folks. Go ahead and make some comments. I'll get this thing rocking. Just me tonight. Gonna go over some quick rules on what's going on with the event. Nothing too crazy. If anyone wants to jump on and talk about things, let me know. I'll post a link and I'll get you on here. What's up, Mr. Michael Benjamin? Sweet. All right. Lake Gaston. We haven't been here in a while. It's been a couple, 3 years, I think. But it was a good event last time we were there. Fishing was good. And yes, I thought so. Yeah, it's an interesting lake. It's a little different, a lot different actually than what we usually pop on with the reservoirs that we fish. So, yeah, it's going to be a challenge for some people who aren't used to that kind of water. It's a little interesting. The water levels stay kind of, pretty stable, and it gets fed from Kerr, and they keep it stable at Gaston. So it's not affected much by the drought, except for I'm sure the current isn't as good as we probably want it to be. And maybe with some rain, maybe we'll get a little more current going through there. The weather looked pretty good. I did check the weather out. It was looking iffy earlier in the week, but now it looks like it's just a slight chance of some rain here and there. Not a big deal. Shouldn't affect anything. So, Lake Gaston. Let's see what we got going on here. We got 20 guys signed up already, gals. Pre-fishing's closed until tomorrow, so no one should have been pre-fishing the last 4 days. We got Mr. Chad Hoover is going to be doing the judging. He does a really good job at judging. He's really good at helping people understand if they're doing something wrong. It's great to have him help out. He's always super at making sure things are done right, which I appreciate it. We also got on top of the regular 5-fish event, we got the hourly big bass, which is optional, $25 entry fee, 100% payout on that. And it's always good for, trying to get yourself an extra little payday. Even if you have a bad day, you might catch one good fish and get yourself some cash. So sign up for that. The HQ, where we're going to meet at the end of the day to check in. If you're in the points chase, you need to check in at every event, which people have been doing really good with that this year. So I just want to say I appreciate that. It's a lot of work for me to have to go through and have to mess with points, which I don't like to do anyway. So that we'll be meeting at Salmon's Landing. It's kind of the central south part of the lake. I looked at some of the other spots, but they were a little tight, and I don't know how much traffic is going to be out there on the lake. So that seemed like the safest place when the weather's this good and people are boating as much as they are right now to do it. So now this is catch, photo, release. I know there's a few new guys fishing. They have a minimum length of 10 inches. It's the best 5 fish. Fishing Chaos obviously auto culls your fish. When you take your photos, make sure you're going by the rules. Don't cover up the fish. Don't pinch the tail. Check the rules on that, because we're pretty strict with the photo standards. So you need to definitely make sure you get that right. Make sure you download this year's ID card, the CKA ID card. Print that out. It can be in color, black and white, doesn't matter. The 4-digit code will be popping out tomorrow night around 8 o'clock. Put that code in there, make sure it's visible, make sure everything's as clear as can be in the photos and mouth shut, all those important deals. Also with the rulers, if you're, I know there's a lot of Virginia guys, and I know some of those clubs use the hog trough, but we don't allow the hog trough. We only allow the Yak Attack leaderboard and the all the catch measuring boards are good, whereas the catch act, so the original or the carbonate. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for that. The times for launching is going to be, we're going to launch at 6. You got 15 minutes to get to where you got to go. Lines in, no casting, no nothing until 6:15. Lines out, that's the last photo you can take. It has to be before 2:30. Photo cutoff, time to upload those, all your photos is 3 o'clock. And we'll try to check in around 3:30 at the Salmons Landing area. There's a grassy area above the actual ramp. It's like a overflow parking area. That's where we'll probably meet up. So that's it. All public launch areas are open. Go ahead and go wherever you want. Just make sure to meet by 3:30. We'll get the rewards going at 3:30 pretty sharp. What's up, Mr. Travis? Yeah. When they're flying around, they're not really giving us too much consideration. Some folks are good, of course. There's always a few. PFD always. We always. It's when you push off from the ramp, you should have your PFD on, and it shouldn't come off until you step out of the kayak at the end of the day. And if you have to change clothes, do something where you have to take it off, just stop fishing, stop moving, do what you got to do, get it back on, and continue on as usual. So pretty strict rule. And just pay attention if you see anyone forget to throw their PFD on. Just give them a heads up, ask them to get it on. Don't just try to disqualify somebody. That's not why we make people wear them. We just want people to be safe. We don't want to have to make phone calls to family members because somebody decided they were, smarter than they think they are. Let's see what else. That's about all I got. But hey, what's up, Scott? What's going on? It should be a fun event. I'm looking forward to it. I think the bite's going to be interesting. I knew it was a little tough Sunday when I was there, but I was in a certain spot that I don't normally fish. So I've only fished there a few times, and that was a little tough for me on that day. But I did catch some. They were still there, but a little different. Let's see what else we got. And this one's sponsored by Fourseven. Oh, Fourseven Lures. They got some great products. He's got some new products. He's also got a one of those urchin baits. It's a smaller urchin bait. I forget what he calls it, but it's colors are great. Definitely more affordable than a lot of them that are out there. So definitely check out Fourseven Lures. He's been a great sponsor of the club the last few years, and he's growing. It's awesome to see him hanging out at the ICAST with his booth there, taking orders and kicking ass. That's awesome. Yeah, all ramps, all public access ramps and locations. If if it's a public area that where you're allowed to drag your kayak in, you can do that too. But any ramp on the Lake Virginia side, North Carolina side, doesn't matter. Fishing licenses is reciprocal on this lake, just like it is at Kerr Lake. So you just need to have a valid North Carolina or Virginia fishing license. Um, yeah, pretty. We are going to be launching. It's going to be kind of dark. I'm going to be right around nautical first light, so you're probably going to need your 360 light and possibly your nav lights. I don't think the nav lights are required, but like they are in Kerr Lake. But if you got them, use them. Be safe, because I'm sure there's a bass tournament going on there somewhere tomorrow, and you're probably going to want to make sure they see you. What's up, Steve? The water temp when I was there was about 82. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a little foggy. Definitely want to be seen. So make sure you got all those safety lights on. And a little shout out to Hobie Eyewear. These are new frames because I went around and I mowing my lawn or whatever. And I guess at some point I took my glasses off and left them on the lawnmower. So I actually ran them over and broke these deals off. And it was just sand and grass and dirt all just jammed into the glasses. So I came home and looked at them, and I rinsed them off, wiped them off. Not a scratch on the clear or the clip-on polarized part, which was pretty awesome. So I talked to them. They hooked me up with another pair of frames and popped the lenses in them, and bang, back in business. So just nice little situation there. I thought I was out a few $100s after buying these glasses. So it's pretty cool that they held up going under a driving lawnmower and were able to be fixed and put me back in business, which is awesome. So thank you, Hobie Eyewear. And the headquarters is at Salmon's Landing in the overflow parking lot part. It's all the grassy area. That's where we met last time we were there, and it worked out really well. So I know it's not always, convenient for everybody. They may have to backtrack a little before they head home. So, but that's always a tough call to make. But it seems like it's the closest one to be centralized on the whole lake. So no matter where everybody's out there fishing, they'll be able to get there in a reasonable time. So I hope that works for everybody. Yes, sir. Good deal. So I don't know if anyone's got any questions, put them up there, and give it a few minutes, and then we'll pop out of here. So again, thanks to Hobie Eyewear, thanks to Visit Stanley, Real Heroes, which I'm actually wearing the shirt from the event. Carolina Waters, which if you haven't seen their new logo they're coming out with, it's pretty sharp. Go check them out. Greensboro hooking us up this year for the Gate City Classic. We appreciate that. Obviously, Fourseven Lures, this event, and Bingo Life throwing us some good fishing line. So good deal. So with all that, I'll see you all Saturday. Be safe, fish well. Let's put up some numbers and have a good time. If you have any other questions or concerns, just hit one of our tournament directors up, myself, Hank Rajan, Brian Falvey. We'll be glad to help you out, answer any questions. But other than that, check out the rules. Make sure you're on board with that. Know what the photo guidelines are. And hope to see you then. All right. Talk to you guys later.